so today's video I'm going to just film my makeup. I'm just gonna do a little get ready with me chit chat type of video. It's gonna be actually a story time of when I told my parents I was pregnant. So start doing my makeup. Just gonna fill in my brows. I don't really have a brow thing, so I have to use my palette because I don't really have anything for my brows right now. I normally use the Anastasia Beverly Hills for my brows, but since I don't have that, I just have to improvise. So yeah, that's great. Okay, so a little story time. I really wasn't gonna sure what I was gonna talk about, if I was just gonna do like a story time or just answer some questions for you guys to get to know me. I still might do that, but I'm gonna do a story time on how I told my parents I was pregnant. And I'm almost gonna be 22. I found out I was pregnant at 20, and I had my baby at 21. So yeah. So I mean, like, they weren't that mad just because I am kind of old. Like, well, I'm still young, but like, if you can say old, like not teen. By like no means am I trying to like diss anybody that is like that did have a teen pregnancy. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying, like, when I did tell them, it wasn't I was having a baby at 16. Like, it's kind of different for me. It's at the end of the day, like, having a baby at 21 or 20 is still kind of young. So, you know, I was kind of worried when I did get pregnant, but I was happy at the same time, just because I don't like saying I was 20 when I found out. And what's funny about it is my mom was actually the one that told me. So let me just start from the beginning. When I found out I was pregnant, I wasn't really like, when I started showing signs, I really didn't like gravitate towards, oh, I'm pregnant, like, oh, I'm throwing up, I'm pregnant. Like, no. I work as a CNA and I'm trying to get my nursing degree, and I just thought like I had the stomach bug because the stomach bug at my job was going around. So of course that's what I'm gonna think is happening is, oh, I have the stomach bug, I can't go into work. So one weekend, me and my boyfriend go to Greenville and we got pizza, and I immediately throw it up. Like, I don't know, I immediately threw it up, and I thought I was getting better from the stomach bug, and then all of a sudden it kind of like hit me like, what if I am pregnant? But I didn't really say anything because I was just like, I don't know, like, I was like, like, I was that type of girl that was like, I don't think so. Like, so it really didn't cross my mind. I really didn't necessarily think that. I'm gonna conceal my eyebrows with the Infallible Pro Glow. So I'm gonna be doing that. Okay, so I didn't really think that I could be pregnant. I just, like, even though I had the signs, that really didn't, like, it popped up into my mind for like a second and then it went out. So I don't know, one day I just decided to take a pregnancy test, not thinking that I was actually going to be pregnant, and it said pregnant, and I bought like a cheap one. So I was like, I don't care if it's cheap, I don't believe it until I bought the expensive one. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. And like I said, it didn't hit me at all. Like, I was like nonchalant about it, like, literally. I was happy, and I was like, wait, really? Like, I told my boyfriend, and of course, like, we talked about it, and he was happy, I was happy, like, but I don't really believe those tests. So I was like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, get myself worked up if it's not true, because, you know, I could say I'm pregnant, but then doctors say something else. I'm not. But I took 2 tests and it says I'm pregnant. Like, you know, those tests are pretty accurate. So we made a doctor's appointment, and then they wanted to do an ultrasound because I don't really get periods because I was on the birth control shot. But there's like a possibility that I was pregnant because I did miss the shot by a couple days. So that's kind of how I think I got pregnant, because I missed the shot. But I really need to do my eyebrows. Like, they're coming out good though. So me and my boyfriend talked about it, and we scheduled an appointment and everything. And my parents were supposed to pick me up that day. Okay, so my parents were supposed to pick me up that day, and they ended up coming. Like I said, they were supposed to come pick me up, and as they came pick me up, they were gonna take me out to eat, which, you know, my parents always picked me up on the weekends after I went to my boyfriend's house because I didn't have a car at the time. So they didn't mind because I always go help them work in the mornings. But this day was kind of different. We went out to eat, and mind you, like, me and my boyfriend been knowing that we've been pregnant for, like, I think 3 weeks, because it was almost New Year's, so I couldn't have a doctor's appointment until after New Year's. So I found out I was pregnant the beginning of December, and by this time it's already December 20th, and I could not have a, you know, an ultrasound or see if I am pregnant because of the holidays coming up. So what they told me, suggested me to do, was just take prenatals just in case I was pregnant. Since my pregnancy sticks did say positive, they said go ahead and take prenatals, you know, until we are able to see you, because it wouldn't be until after New Year's. So I went ahead and I started taking them just because, you know, if I was pregnant, since the stick did say I was pregnant, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and take them just to be safe, because I do want to protect my baby, you know, if I was pregnant. So we're doing all the safety precautions. I was already taking them, and I just haven't told my parents that I was pregnant yet. So the time came to kind of, I was gonna tell my parents when my appointment was coming up because they were gonna have to take me, but yeah, when it came time to go out to eat, they kind of were like, my mom sat me in the car and was kind of like, so are you pregnant? And I was kind of like, yeah. And mind you, like, I was gonna wait to tell them. I was not gonna tell them, but they just kind of were like, so you're pregnant? I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm actually use this to set my face. It's the Anastasia Contour Kit, light to medium. It's like the basic one. I always use this and I love it. But my mom, like I said, my mom kind of told me like, oh, you're pregnant, this and that, like, you didn't tell me. And I was just like, I was just waiting. I really didn't know how I was gonna tell them, so I was kind of glad my mom kind of found out, you know, the whole thing. Like, she kind of told me. So she told me I was pregnant, and I was just like, yeah. So it came time to tell my dad, and I was more scared for my dad just because, I don't know, it's a typical like Hispanic dad, you know, like he like wants you to be married and, you know, have your life, have your career. So it was kind of like very scary to tell him that I was pregnant. I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my face with this as well, with the 2 shades right here, the middle shade and then that shade. Oh, that's kind of dark for me, I think. And work. Okay, so when it came time to tell my dad, we kind of were like sitting at the table. We were already ordered our food, and I'm pretty sure my mom gave him like the okay, like, yeah, she's pregnant, because I kind of seen him nod from afar, you know. And after that, I saw I really didn't want to eat because I thought I was just gonna throw up, you know. And my dad's kind of like looking at me like, you're not gonna eat? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, you're eating for two, you gotta eat. And I'm like, I just sat there like, I started crying because I'm like, you know, like, but my parents know I'm pregnant, like, you know, they're not upset. And, you know, my parents were like, the only thing we want you to do is get your nursing degree, finish school, because, you know, we love you and that baby. You're 20, you're about to be 21, so, you know, we don't want you to think that we're mad at you. We don't want you to think that we're upset with you. Like, we love you. We're gonna love that baby. You know, we're gonna be grandparents. Like, you know, you and your boyfriend have our support. We love you. We're gonna help you in every way. Like, it was just like, I really cried just because I have the best parents. Like, I can't even, like, no cap, like, my parents are the best. And I just think, like, sometimes I get kind of like, I don't know, in my head, like, oh, they're not gonna, like, want me, or they're gonna kick me out, or like they're gonna, like, not want this, anything to do with this pregnancy. Like, you know, I just get scared about that. And because that's happened to other girls, so I was like, okay, maybe that's gonna happen to me. But my parents were very supportive. Like, I love them so much. They were so supportive. I can't, like, really say, like, enough. Like, they set up my nursery. They did so much. Like, you know, I just couldn't, like, how do I say it? Like, there's not enough words I can say to thank them, basically, because they've been over the top. Now I'm deciding if I want to do eyeshadow or just go with a basic look. I put concealer, I put, what you call, lashes and highlighter at the end. I do my makeup, like, so weird, so don't come for me. Cause, okay. Now we gotta, like, wait till that sets. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna do, like, kind of like eye kind of look. Just add something to my eyes for the eyeshadow. I think I'm just gonna take this brown right here. You see? So I'm just thinking, just gonna do something basic, you know, kind of just so my lashes can just pop more. So yeah, what was I saying? I really got into the makeup. I really wasn't talking. But yeah, my parents, they just really were supportive the whole pregnancy, the whole time. They took care of me. Like, you know, my boyfriend, he's amazing. He's, you know, right now he works, so I can stay home, be a little stay-at-home mom for now and finish school. So I'm really grateful for that, to have that kind of support in my life. So, you know, overall, like, I know you guys probably were waiting for, like, a dramatic story, like, oh my god, will, like, your parents kill you, or, like, what did they say? You know, my parents, they are, you know, a blessing in disguise is what I'm gonna call them, because they really look like they are not about, you know, this, like, they just look like they're gonna, like, they're the type that looks like if your daughter got pregnant, they'd be out, you know, like, they just look like that. But they really surprised me with my pregnancy, just because you know how, like, they are. I kind of, like, thought they were just not gonna just not be accepted in my pregnancy, but I'm kind of glad they are. You know, I had my daughter June 23rd, and, you know, we went into COVID and everything, so my parents really, like, they really took care of me, making sure, like, because my boyfriend had to work, and I really didn't, I would only see my boyfriend, like, I think once in a while, just because of COVID. Okay, I'm back. I got glue everywhere. But yeah, like my parents just were really there making sure, because I only got to see my boyfriend, like I said, once a week just because of COVID. I only got to see him Saturdays, just to restrict COVID, because he was working, he was around people, and my parents just were worried. So he really like just came around on weekends to see me if I need anything. So when he did come around, he would just sleep over, or sometimes he wouldn't be able to sleep over because he had to work the next day. So yeah, sometimes I didn't really even get to see him, you know, just hang out for a couple hours, and then he would have to go because he would have to work in the morning. And you know, we kind of live kind of far from each other. I live like 30 minutes away from him, so yeah, his job is right next to his house, so it wouldn't really be reasonable for him to stay here to go that far to work. So my story's probably like, you know, I could like grow up and tell my daughter the story, like, you know, like your grandparents had me when I was pregnant with you, like. So yeah, I'm pretty blessed in my situation, but I know other situations. I'm not trying to gloat on my situation, like, you know, I just wanted to tell my story because I do plan to, you know, post, you know, mom videos, post baby videos in the future. I want to post, you know, glam videos like this, get ready and chit chat videos. You know, my number one thing, I am a mom. Like right now, I'm watching my baby while I'm doing my makeup and doing this video. But I am a mom when it comes down to it. My lashes are pretty okay. Yeah, so I just want to put my story out there because I do want to make more videos for you guys on content about, you know, my story and where I came from, and you know, how my situation is, because you guys are probably looking at my videos and like, oh, like she's young, like is she a teen mom, or is she like she's a young mom, but like what's her story, like, you know. Just getting ready for the highlight. It's like a little sample I have from Ulta. It doesn't really work that well, as you can see. I'm just gonna spray my brush because I didn't get to spray my face that well. Yeah, so I just wanted to get on here and like share my story, and you know, just because I do want to do more mom videos and share my story, and for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So I think sharing my story about my pregnancy is just like a great way to get to know me. And I do, like I said, want to do that, you know, get to know me questions video. So I will do that for you, because I think, you know, those types of videos are a good way to get to know me better. And by the way, for my highlight, I'm using this shade right here in the Kylie Jenner's Spring Pretty palette. I've been using this palette the whole time, and I didn't even tell you guys, but yeah, I've been using that palette. So okay, that's my makeup. Guys, this is the end of the video. I just wanted to show you like quick little overview. My baby actually woke up, so I had to like quickly leave, but I did want to film an outro really quick, saying that I will have new videos every Monday and Fridays, so just stay tuned for that. And I do want to do more mom videos, more baby videos, more, you know, beauty videos. So, you know, subscribe to me, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that. Like I said, I really want to do more content on here, things that you like. So, you know, subscribe because I will be uploading every Mondays and Fridays. Thank you. Bye.